subscribe. Hey everybody, happy new fucking year. And guess who owns a Wii U? We do. Now try saying that 3 times fast. Tongue twister, right? Welcome everybody. Werecamp Rants. For everybody else, so you would actually agree with me that this is really completely fucking stupid. Seriously? What the fuck?
Even Legos were usually, what the hell? And you know what, the Segacamp gamer was planning on buying your console if you at least had all of these compatibility stuff.
Well, the stuff I say, it's like all of a sudden now I talk about one thing, and then shit hits the fan.
Guess what, Konami? Here's a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Go clean up that fucking mess. And wanna... Oh! So, to start off on my Werecamp Rants for 2015, I'm here to talk about The Legend of Zelda. Oh my god, there are just so many fucked up things when it comes to The Legend of Zelda. Nintendo keeps fucking milking the shit out of it. There are so many games that just seem to be getting fucking milked year after year after year. And what is wrong with this series? It is actually awesome! Yeah, I am not kidding you people. The Legend of Zelda has to be one of the biggest selling franchises out there for Nintendo. That must have, if Mario's not to get Nintendo on the map, then it would have to be Legend of Zelda for a solid second place. There's no way around it, people. Legend of Zelda is awesome. They always know how to make a very good series out of it. And even though there were some terrible games that just came out recently back when the Wii and DS were out, though they still tried keeping up with the times. And it sold them a gazillion games. Look at all the games. There's like so many in this series today. Oh man. Okay, it may not be a gazillion, but they sure did sell millions of games out of that fucking series alone. What else could you say that sold them? Mario. Oh yeah, of course, everybody loves to fucking milk the shit out of Mario. Oh, boy. But I'm sorry, we're not here to talk about it this time on Werecamp Rants. So much though, I'm not even doing this Werecamp Rants alone. I actually have a Segacamp doing this rant with me. He's here with me right now. So Segacamp, the floor is all yours. Yeah, thanks there, Werecamp. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm actually starring in my own little series. Okay, well, this is not really my series, but I did help him get Werecamp on the map all of a sudden after making this series, so I thought I should just start guest starring in this one episode for now anyway. And don't let the white top fool you. This is just some very warm insulation, people. You see that? It's actually a shirt underneath. So, yeah. Makes it look like though I'm wearing a bra though on camera. I can't believe I'm saying this. But yeah, if there's actually like 2 small things though I have to argue about when it comes to this Legend of Zelda series. The first one though is just all the games that we've been seeing this generation, of course though as well counting even mostly the 3DS, it's just been fucking remakes. Yes, I know yes, I'm well aware there's a link between worlds, but let's get one thing straight. Nintendo originally had that game planned originally as a 3D remake to A Link to the Past, but in the end they decided just to focus on a game off of it, and that's how The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds got made. The other rant though I could give off though is how they frickin' melted every game back when the GameCube and Game Boy Advance was out, like the Wind Waker 2003, The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures 2004.
4 swords?
Huh? The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords? Well, yeah, thanks, Werecamp. The Legend of Zelda 4. That was actually a game that was actually released right in between. I think it might have been made in between the Legend. I think it must have been made right in between the Wind Waker and 4 Swords Adventures. And originally though, it was actually supposed to have a Game Boy Advance remake of A Link to the Past as well, with a special 4 Swords Palace. Basically, though, to the best of my knowledge, though, it's just an alternate ending of the game if you go through the 4 Swords Palace. But of course, though, you have to play The Legend of Zelda the 4 Swords in order to unlock it first. Yeah, kinda sucks. Especially since you need those Game Boy adapters, and then you can finally hook up to 4 players and then finally play the game together, so good luck if you can actually get some buddies to actually play it with. And then, of course, though, after 4 Swords, of course, there was The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, which officially you had to use the Game Boy Advance to play it on, even though it was a Nintendo GameCube game, so Nintendo, this is just my small reaction. Yeah. Why? Well, then again though, maybe as well though, for my small 2 cents though, I could see that would actually make a really neat game today as a remake for Wii U, because like I said, you needed the Game Boy Advance to play it on, even though you had the Nintendo, even though you're playing it on the GameCube on a big fucking screen. It's like this, every time you enter into like a sub-dungeon or whatever though, that would actually appear on the Game Boy Advance screen. And then and if you enter into like a house or a dungeon or like a subspace, dungeon, whatever, then like I said, that would appear on the Game Boy Advance screen. And apparently though, you could also, and as well though, again, though, that's something they could try and remake for the Wii U, because then afterwards, if you finally go into like a house or a cave or like a subspace dungeon, that would just usually appear on the gamepad right in front of you. Like, oh, okay, I gotta use the gamepad. Like basically, I could just be playing the game on the TV screen, and all of a sudden the signal just comes down here, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta use this now to play the game on. Okay, no problem. I can do that. Trust me, they can make a whole freaking game out of that. They could just remake that whole game perfectly out of that. Although it was a little bit like Super Mario World, because you had 3 different sections to go through, and after you passed the 3rd section, you would save like a maiden. It's a bit like A Link to the Past, saving all the 7 maidens, and then lastly saving the 6 maidens, and then saving Princess Zelda. Sorry, I screwed up there. But yeah, you get the idea. They kind of did that. And then, of course, though, the Minish Cap came out, and that has to be arguably be one of the best-selling games ever for the Game Boy Advance. They even had this feature of Kinstone fusioning, and you know what? I just don't know why Nintendo ever did bother bringing it back. Kinstone Fusion was awesome! Nintendo! Please, bring it back! After the Minish Cap, I never seen anything like that ever again. No Kinstone Fusioning ever again. Again, you could make a whole game out of that, Nintendo, but you people didn't after the Minish Cap, and I find that sad. Or even making something somewhat like it, in a way. And then, of course, there was about Twilight Princess. Of course, that was made for the Nintendo Wii. But there was a GameCube version that came out a year after the Wii's release in 2007. Although I think the GameCube version was the mirror-sided one. That was something that's a little weird though. Like Like the Wii version, you seen Link like a righty, but the GameCube version, we see Linky as a lefty. Yeah, kinda weird. But yeah, those are just my two small complaints about the series though. But other than that though, The Legend of Zelda is awesome. I'm crossing my fingers hoping that Nintendo, you do not fuck this new Zelda game up and make it be like Skyward Sword again. Skyward Sword was just a disaster. I could only the furthest I got in my game was right when I battled Girahim for like the last time, and when I have to go back to the past and save him a sleeping Princess Zelda from Girahim. But I'm pretty sure though, even if I did beat the game today though, I would not see the reason to ever play it again. Sorry, Nintendo. There just doesn't seem to be any replay value for The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword whatsoever. There's just no really big replay value for it whatsoever. And I'm very sorry there because what's the point? I'm sorry, Nintendo. That was like that must have been one of the most unsuccessful Zelda games ever, and I'm sorry. And even though being a prequel before Hyrule is discovered, like, are you kidding me? And look at Link's green tunic, he's wearing the fucking hat. This was supposed to be before, Minish Cap was supposed to be at the very beginning of the timeline, and Linkama wasn't supposed to have a hat, and look at him here in Skyward Sword. He's actually wearing one, and like I said, this is before the Minish Cap. How the fuck does Link have a hat? I'm sorry, I don't see the point playing it ever again. So, like I said, Nintendo, don't fuck up this new Zelda game. I really want it to be great. And besides, that I would not be surprised if that trailer is what Link actually wears. Like yeah, though I know Spirit Tracks though you can actually make Link wander around in the game with the conductor and with the train conductor's outfit instead of just wearing the green tunic. But that's only after you collect them a few stamps in some of the areas you visited in the game. Yeah, that's the neat thing about Spirit Tracks. There's actually you can make like a stamp collection and to all these places you travel. And if you take them back to, I forget that guy, Nico from Wind Waker is in the game, but he's an old man now in Spirit Tracks. If you give him back to old man Nico, he actually will it'll actually tell you that you can wear your train conductor outfit in the game. But like I said, you gotta get a few stamps first for that to ever happen. That's the only drawback. I don't know what else to say though. Just again though, I really hope Nintendo doesn't fuck up this new Zelda game. I really want it to be a big selling success. Like we really need this one to be awesome. Because I gotta be honest, the only last great Zelda game that I can think of that was ever great was Twilight Princess. The ones after that, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, they were okay, but I never could beat the DS Zelda games. Well, I was able to beat Spirit Tracks once though, but that was just because though I got lucky somehow. Somehow, though, in Phantom Hourglass, I can't get past the boss fight with Bellum, and the major snake that I had, though, with Spirit Tracks was getting past him, getting through going right through the Spirit Tower one last time just to get the Compass of Light. The rest of it was cake, and I was able to get to the end of the game, but that was just by some sheer luck. pretty much though, I'm never going back to playing those Nintendo DS Zelda games again. And I thought Skyward Sword was gonna go finally be a breath of fresh air to something different. And apparently they still went with that route of just getting equipment stuff in the game, and that kind of turned me off. And I was just like, Nintendo, why? There's just no point. I think I'm going to wrap it up here for now. I think I'll just give it back to Werecamp, and then he can finish this rant off. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, you go right ahead, Segacamp. You had enough already to do for this evening. That's fine enough. Yeah, and I'm very sorry if I'm giving it away mostly to Segacamp for most of this rant. But yeah, isn't it even more a little ironic though how Robin Williams has a daughter named Zelda and he actually named her after The Legend of Zelda? Yeah, that is actually pretty neat. I would never have thought about that. Or even as well though how now, of course, as well, we also have how the Legend of Zelda games actually were actually made from Scott Fitzgerald's wife, who was also named Zelda. So, yeah. So, if anyone here thinks for 1 minute, though, that they came up with that idea from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you people are out of your fucking mind. Anyway, though, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for now, and go play some Wii U. So until then, have a very good evening. And Nintendo fanboys, don't bother liking us after this Werecamp Rant, even though we just support The Legend of Zelda, because believe me, we got more Nintendo shit to start dealing with in the next rant. Take care.